Well, the name of President Ronald Reagan has come up many times during the debate over cutting the budget and raising the debt limit, but who keeps bringing him up is a little bit surprising. As CBS News senior White House correspondent Bill Plante tells us this morning. Bill, good morning.
Good morning, Chris. Ronald Reagan, of course, was the 20th century's iconic fiscal conservative, but that never stopped him from compromising with the Democrats who ran Congress in his day. And that's why today's Democrats are invoking his name during the current debate.
Ronald Reagan worked with Tip O'Neill and Democrats to cut spending, raise revenues.
Ronald Reagan said that there were important times for compromise for the good of the country.
Ronald Reagan successfully reached agreements with the Democratic Speaker of the House.
The debt ceiling was raised 18 times during President Reagan's 8 years. In 1983, he wrote the Republican Senate Majority Leader asking for an increase so the U.S. would not be forced to default on its obligations for the first time in its history. Historian David Brinkley says it shows that Reagan was a pragmatic conservative.
Budget. He knew that we couldn't be perceived globally as reneging because it very well might send the world economy spiraling in ugly directions. So Reagan is the exact guy the Democrats should be quoting over the summer, and they're doing it.
Not so fast, says Ken Duberstein, President Reagan's last chief of staff.
He would have said, fight for the principle of no new taxes. If you're going to raise a debt limit, it's the responsible thing to do, but do it along with massive spending cuts because the country needs it desperately in order to get our economy going and jobs created.
And yes, Ronald Reagan was willing to compromise, says Duberstein, but President Obama hasn't built the consensus needed to do the same thing.
The trouble is that for the first 2 years, he didn't develop the kind of relationships or trust or confidence that people would say, okay, we'll give him the benefit of the doubt. Nor has he sold, as Reagan did so effectively, to the American people.
President Obama has also invoked President Reagan in this context. Last week, when he was being pushed by Eric Cantor to accept a short-term debt limit deal and got a little annoyed, as the story goes, President Obama reportedly said, well, President Reagan wouldn't sit through this. Well, Ken Duberstein says that Reagan actually did, when he was getting the same kind of grief from Jim Wright, who was then the Speaker of the House, sat there and just stayed quiet. Chris?
All right, CBS's Bill Plante for us at the White House this morning. Bill, thank you very much.